Hello there. Wednesday was a turbulent day weather-wise across many parts of the UK thanks to Storm Noa, which we can see very clearly here on our earlier satellite image, this beautiful swirl of cloud. Now, this storm was initially named by the French Weather Service, but that name was, if you like, adopted by the UK Met Office because the storm has brought impacts across western and southern parts of the UK. The area of low pressure responsible still with us during Thursday, but it will be filling, it will be weakening, and so it's not going to be as windy. We will see some spells of sunshine, but there'll be some showers around as well, and some of those will be on the heavy side, perhaps with some hail and some thunder, some sleet and snow mixing in over the highest ground in Scotland. Not a particularly warm day, temperatures between 9 and 13 degrees, although it may feel a little more pleasant because the winds will be lighter. Now, as we move into Friday, here comes our next frontal system racing in from the west. This one won't bring such strong winds, but it will bring another dose of rain to southern counties of England, perhaps into parts of Wales and the Midlands, and also for the Channel Islands. Elsewhere, sunny spells, heavy showers, temperatures between 9 and 13 degrees, a little disappointing for this time of year. Now, as we move into the start of the weekend, this frontal system may pep up a bit for a time on Saturday morning, so some rain for eastern counties, another front approaching from the west. In between, though, a ridge of high pressure building, so actually we should see some spells of sunshine and a decent amount of dry weather. Cloud and maybe some rain into Northern Ireland later in the day, and signs of things starting to feel just a little bit warmer. Now, that weather front moving into Northern Ireland, that will weaken very quickly because as we get into Sunday, high pressure is going to be building more strongly. And actually, high pressure is set to dominate our weather through the end of the weekend and into the start of next week. And with that, as we pick up these southerly winds, we are going to see something significantly warmer. Now, there'll still on Sunday be some quite large areas of cloud around, particularly across western areas, some spits and spots of rain. Further east, any early fog clearing to give some sunny spells, but certainly feeling warmer. Temperatures north to south, well, maybe 9 in Lerwick, but elsewhere 13 to 17 degrees. And then as we get into Monday, still a zone of cloud likely to be across parts of Northern Ireland and Scotland, maybe the odd splash of rain. England and Wales seeing some sunny spells, but with that southerly wind, temperatures peaking between 15 and maybe 20 degrees. It could well be the Moray coast of northeast Scotland that sees the highest temperatures. Now, high pressure is set to stay with us throughout next week. The winds around high pressure flow in a clockwise direction, and the exact shape of this area of high pressure is going to help to determine exactly where the winds will come from. Now, it's likely that for much of the week we will pick up an easterly wind and not so much of a southerly wind, so it may not feel quite as warm, particularly if you're exposed to that wind on the North Sea coast. So for some of our eastern coastal towns and cities, temperatures through next week may be around 13, 14, 15 degrees. There is still likely to be some dry weather and some sunshine. Further west, with some shelter from that easterly breeze, that is likely to be where we see the highest of the temperatures. Bristol, for example, looking at temperatures up to 20 degrees. So a significant change in the feel of the weather, and it is set to be quite a lot calmer as well.